The Haunted Echoes of Willowbrook Manor, presented by Deeply Inspiration. In the heart of the countryside stood Willowbrook Manor, an elegant Victorian mansion with a history steeped in darkness. It was rumored that the house had been the site of unspeakable horrors in the late 1800s, and its walls held the whispers of the past that refused to fade. The tale began with the Ravenscroft family, who had moved to Willowbrook Manor in hopes of escaping the bustling city life. Henry Ravenscroft, a wealthy industrialist, sought solace in the sprawling estate for his wife, Eleanor, and their two children, Thomas and Clara. However, as the family settled into their new home, strange occurrences began. Eleanor would hear faint, distant cries echoing through the corridors, but when she investigated, the cries would abruptly cease. Thomas complained of his toys moving on their own and swore he saw shadows dancing in the corners of his room. Clara, the youngest, spoke of a pale-faced child that would visit her in her dreams, asking for help. Henry, a rational man, brushed off these incidents as mere imagination. But as days turned into weeks, the unsettling events escalated. Objects would vanish and reappear in different rooms, doors would creak open on their own, and the air grew thick with an eerie silence. One night, Eleanor woke to find herself standing at the edge of the grand staircase, unaware of how she got there. The cries she had heard before echoed louder, filling her mind with a chilling dread. She descended the stairs and followed the sound, leading her to a locked door in the basement. Her fingers trembled as she turned the key and swung open the door. Inside, she found a hidden chamber filled with decaying toys, old clothing, and a small, dusty bed. The room exuded a malevolent aura, and the walls seemed to whisper stories of suffering and despair. Eleanor's heart pounded as she realized that this room was connected to the mansion's sinister past. Research into the house's history revealed the disturbing truth. Willowbrook Manor had once been an orphanage run by a woman named Agnes Hartley. She was known for her cruelty and had subjected the children to unimaginable torment. Agnes's reign of terror ended when a fire consumed the orphanage, killing her and the children trapped within. Eleanor shared her findings with Henry, and they decided to leave the house behind. But as they prepared to depart, the mansion's grip tightened. The cries grew louder, and the malevolent presence seemed determined to keep them within its grasp. One night, As a storm raged outside, the family found themselves trapped in the house. The doors and windows had all mysteriously locked, and their attempts to escape proved futile. Desperation gave way to madness, and Eleanor became consumed by the whispers that echoed through the corridors. In a fit of delirium, Eleanor descended into the basement and entered the hidden chamber once more. She felt the presence of Agnes Hartley, the malevolent spirit that had haunted the house for decades. Agnes's rage and anguish merged with Eleanor's, and the line between the living and the dead blurred. The next morning, authorities arrived at Willowbrook Manor to find the Ravenscroft family missing. The house was abandoned, its halls now filled with an eerie silence. It was said that if you ventured near the mansion on a stormy night, you could still hear the faint cries of children and the haunting whispers of Agnes Hartley, forever trapped in there. Echoes of their tormented past.